Am I live over there now? Does anybody know? Hello?
Roger, talk to you then, sir. Traffic. Outbound for result on Captain McKeel, 1821, followed by the Algoma Equinox, 1900. And there is a check down at Shell, as well as a check down with the Viper at Sun. Over.
Yeah, well,
Am I live now?
I'm looking.
Trying to go.
You're live.
I don't know how I did it, but it wasn't the normal.
Today's live. Yeah, you put a panel link in it.
Yep, I did.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. I'm gonna let Boo know. Go ahead. What?
Hello. We're finally here.
Okay, hold on, Paul. I've got to be still. I'm taking my blood pressure. Lord help me. So do you remember what you did?
Nope.
So that ain't gonna help you.
I just went over to different things and tried different things and tried different things and tried different things, and all of a sudden it popped up.
You probably have too many things open. And like I said, if you go into Zoom, you typed into Zoom and it just came right up. Don't go hitting nothing.
Make co-host. Yep. Make co-host. Yep. Dominic, it's been a real zoo. I've been trying to get on here for an hour.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting in the green room.
Yeah, he was there.
I saw everything that happened.
I was
Wow.
watching
Yeah,
everything that
'cause me
happened.
and Dominic were both in the green room for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, and then of course, right in the middle of all this mess, my little Boone buddy, he's bugging the shit out of me wanting to go outside.
We'll leave the door open.
I just did. But the problem is it's only 40 degrees here.
Put the one you don't like up. He'll learn how to get through it.
Well, I got it cracked open with a great big boot behind it that leaves it open about that much. So
Hi, Don, Frank,
Oh,
Randy.
trouble.
I said hello to everybody in the last chat. Hello again. I'm not typing it
Now,
again.
again, yeah.
hello, hello,
I
hello,
ain't
hello.
typing
everybody.
shit.
It's just this old man has gotten more screwed up as the day goes on.
Stop playing
I'd love
old
to
man
get-
card.
I'd love to
Just as
get
old
more
as you, Paul.
I'd love to get more screwed off every day.
Yeah, that's not what he meant.
We all
You
are.
do get screwed off. All right, Justin.
Hey,
Oh, so I got those two 45-watt anchor chargers.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, it was a good
Me-
deal too.
We're gonna get to see you.
Oh, I'm gonna show you the Amazon link real quick.
Oh, I figured. I didn't think it would show up. You got pants on, right? Hey, Dominic. My
yeah, I
principal.
saw your flight. I watched
You
your
saw
video.
it?
Yeah.
They like the music.
Yeah. Very
I went
catchy.
back. I did some basic stuff. It came out. Then I went back and rewrote all the words and put it back in. Came out. It was perfect, wasn't it?
But yeah, you get two of them, two of the 45-watt bricks, and two of
That's
their
pretty good.
5-foot cables for $23.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was gonna get the black, but I was like, why pay 29? I could just
Yeah,
save money.
Yeah.
exactly.
Pay the 23. Use the marker if you need to have it black.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got those because
Duct
my
tape.
phone does 45-watt charging, and all I have is 25-watt chargers. So I was
Yeah.
like, I want to get the right charger. So
What?
But did you
That's
like the part
interesting,
there?
Randy.
Did you like the part in there where I said that his bird went rogue and hit him, but he's still alive?
oh, you
Yeah.
want the link to that? Hold on a sec.
That was pretty.
Oh,
it was-
you talking about the link for the you talking about the link for the cables or the cart or the fuck me.
Jonathan got a Mavic 4 Pro.
Yay.
Well, I expected that. Randy, hey, how you doing? Giggles, come on. We need
Yeah.
a laugh.
We need a good laugh.
Wait till you see what I had to eat.
There's the link if you wanted that. There you go. I said if you want the black, you can pay an extra $6-7, but shit, to me it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm not fussed by the color of it. I just want it to work.
Yeah, I got one for next to my computer, one for next to the bed, and then the other 25-watt charger I have now. I can take that.
Hey.
Was
What's
that
up?
was kind of weird. The first live, man. Like I was over there. Then I went to when I first went on there. I clicked on because you know how all the links are the same. So I went to a previous live and clicked on the link and was like just sitting there chilling, waiting for a little bit, hoping that he would figure it out or whatever.
No, those
Yeah.
are for my cell phone, Randy, because Samsung Ultras charge at 45.
Nice.
Max.
How's that look?
Dude, that looks good.
That's the reason I
Black
bought
and
it.
shrimp Alfredo pasta.
Man, that looks
Nice.
delicious.
It
Yeah.
was.
Like my phone was on 30% and I plugged it in and it gave me 30 minutes to charge to fully from 30%
Nice.
in 30 minutes. I unplugged it again, so I'm at 61% now. Let's see. Oh shit, wrong cord. No.
I'll tell you, Dominic, you know, with having the Mavic 3 Classic,
Yep,
there's nothing like the Mavic 3. When
exactly.
you have one, I put that sucker up, man, I felt back at home.
Yep.
It just felt right.
Yeah.
But it's still, we were at the
Right.
place that the other one lost connection around the bend, and this one kept trying to lose connection again. So it's got to be something to do with the trees.
Mm.
I went up to 400 feet, and I was still getting some glitches.
Must be that area then.
Well, it's the only time this ever happens the last 2 times. Maybe they put something up there or they're transmitting something around there. But when I'm at the park, you see, it's got to be between me, because when I'm out on the riverfront there, I don't have any problems with it.
Mm.
So it's got to be the trees. All the trees are real full and real
Hey.
thick.
Joe, I got a question. You know this controller, right? It's not the one with it, it's the one, right?
RC1.
Yeah.
Is there a way to brighten the screen by like you do on a computer?
Turn it on.
Randy's talking about Jonathan got a Mavic 4 new
Okay.
off eBay.
Swipe down when it starts.
And then
You have to wait till it
DH
starts.
Wait till it boots up. I'm doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to swipe it down and then hit brightness all the way over. But
Right.
it looks like it's as bright as it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think we're about the same brightness.
Yeah, I think yours is
you look a little brighter than Dominic. But he
Okay.
might have an old man camera, so that might be the other
Okay,
thing.
okay, now so what I got this up.
Don't worry about it. Swipe down.
Yeah, once you get there, swipe down, swipe again.
swiping
and
till you
have
get a
to
menu.
That menu. And can you see that menu?
You'll have brightness on it, a brightness bar on the bottom.
Okay, I see it.
Is it all the way over?
It's all the way over.
Okay,
That's it.
then.
That's it. Just swipe it back up. That's as bright as it's gonna get. 700 nits. You're used to the smart
Yeah.
control 1,000 nits.
Yep. Hey TJ, how you doing?
good yourself.
I've had a shitty evening, but thank you.
Yeah,
for asking.
I saw that because I was telling everybody like when you first went live, I went on there and you saw that you didn't have the link, so I went.
Hey, Brenda.
I'll wait till it
I
comes.
hear you, TJ.
Oh, okay. So I went
Warren,
to a previous live because all
Is
the
it
links are
Randy?
the same.
See?
So I went to a previous live and clicked on it, and I
And Brenda
went back
and Joe.
there and just like waited in the green room while I was listening to another live or whatever. So I was like just sitting there
Well,
waiting.
see
for the
that
green
that that was my
That'd be great.
problem because Justin's got me so used to doing initialize a waiting room, and I shouldn't do that
Yeah.
Why?
because you could have just joined there with that whatever
Yeah,
until
but the trouble is, any bum can come in then.
yeah,
Yeah, then you got somebody with a helicopter coming in.
Yeah.
because I can't if I'm not here to hit the click and let them enter, they're not going to be allowed in.
Well, if somebody's in, we all let them in.
Yeah.
I'll let them in before you do.
Yeah, but if I didn't have any co-hosts on,
Yeah.
Like right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to do. Like
Hey,
because
Jo-
when you didn't have the link,
Johnny?
I went to a previous live.
Johnny,
and
what's
clicked
up?
clicked on the same link.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Johnny. Just
hey
seen Johnny
Justin,
out there.
Johnny, what's up?
Johnny was
Huh?
what you call it? Oh Lord, help me.
There you go. Yeah, man, I got it working.
Johnny was testing the Air 3S underneath all kind of different obstacles
Yeah, I
to see if
saw
it
that.
would come back. It did well every time except for once.
it was he
Came
was
back and-
testing yours or his own.
His wouldn't touch. I wouldn't let him touch mine. I figured if I was gonna get broke today, I didn't even think about asking him if he wanted to fly it. I'm sorry, Johnny. But the only thing that I had an issue with was I still had that glitch in the transmission, but I had it with the other one too. So it's got to be something going on in that area. I'm gonna take the Air 2S out there and try it. And when I was doing my yaws, that sucker would turn and I'd come off the stick and it just keep rotating. And
Oh,
then it
yeah,
stop.
how did
I've got to get that adjusted.
how'd the Neo fly with your extra wings going on there? It flew pretty well, eh?
Like a Neo with extra wings.
Pretty well,
Stuck.
A. What are you, fucking Canadian now?
Yeah, hey.
It flew pretty well, eh?
Hey,
Well, we could be British. It was pretty well, yeah.
hey,
It went pretty well, eh? That's funny. That's pretty good.
So I've got to try to figure it, because I'm looking at the settings. I'm looking at all the settings. And I can't figure out what setting is, because we played with the settings out there, and I couldn't find the right setting to slow that down. The one that should have slowed it down didn't. The brake sensitivity should have did something, but it didn't. So it's got to be something I'm missing. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, Randy,
got-
like
Got them written down now.
Randy, if you want those chargers just for your cell phone, that's a good deal. $23, you get 2 bricks and 2 5-foot cables. I'd totally get that still, even if you don't really need it right now, just hold on to them.
Oh, okay. Please don't encourage him. TJ, don't encourage him. Okay, please.
So there's one of the bricks.
mm,
I got 2 of those, and then the 2 5-foot cables.
nice.
What's up, Brenda?
Joe loves it when you get going, TJ. I know.
Oh, for fuck's sake, JD.
It's not TJ, Paul. It's when you think at SeaWorld.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny.
When I think I'm at SeaWorld because of Paul, that's what bothers me.
Here comes David.
That's funny.
Brooks and Downs. Oh my god.
Pretty good. That's funny. That's funny.
That's funny.
Hey,
Drives a F-149.
That's great.
Oh, that's funny as shit, JD.
Which video was this?
Okay. Johnny, if you're still here, I got a
they
question.
just put it in.
I got a question. And
Johnny,
I'll throw it out there to
Joe-
anybody
Joe's
out
got a
there.
question.
Mad props too. RC Pro. After I flew today, I got back,
God,
turned
that's
on
so
the
bad.
RC Pro just now to set some settings. It gave me an update. Another update. I just turned on the RC One, don't have an update. And I did the update on the Pro the other day. So what's the difference?
One's got an update, the other one hasn't. Obvious.
Well, they fly the same drones. They fly the same drones. It doesn't make sense.
Johnny says yes.
That's so bad.
Did this guy look
Hey,
like
Brenda.
Did this guy look like Justin or something with a
Yeah,
cowboy hat
he
on?
was joking about that, but you got to
Got to update. You got to update too, Paul.
the song that's in it.
I got to update mine.
Lord, don't do it.
How do I do that?
Oh God.
You don't. It
You know
doesn't
how to do it,
exist.
Paul.
Based on the start of this stream earlier that I came to, I wouldn't bother. I'd just give it a few days.
Turn it on.
We just did
Scroll
an
down.
update. So why are we doing it again? Fixes some minor bugs. You know what the minor bug is? The drone doesn't land, it flies at you.
Yeah,
No, they're fixing minor bugs. Constant update.
So
That's
I
the
can.
No, they
minor
figured
bug.
out,
Check
for
the
my
updates too
drone, there's a
often.
bug in it.
Hey Joe, I can check the updates without turning the drone on.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Because it's a firmware update for the fly safe, not for the drone. Turn it on, let it start, leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'll get off.
Excuse you?
I'm having chest pains already.
So wait, what was the video that JD posted with the guy standing next to the truck? What was that?
Have you watched
Yeah.
it?
You have to
Yeah, I
just
was-
watch it. Listen to the song.
Okay, now it's there. Do I just swipe down?
No, is it asking you nothing about update, right?
No,
Okay, hit profile,
Just say
profile,
that the internet can be a cruel
hit
bitch.
settings,
settings.
and in the top update on the right, hit the top one,
Check for firmware updates.
that one. See what it says.
Network connection required.
Gotta swipe down and be on the internet.
What do you mean swipe down?
You gotta swipe the screen down and under Wi-Fi, turn it on. It ought to automatically turn on. If you got it signed in. This is a long update.
I already updated. I'm good.
Network connection required. Should I plug it in?
No, you gotta have Wi-Fi connection.
How do I do that?
Wipe it down and hit Wi-Fi. It'll come out with a Paul underneath with a 4 in it.
Johnny, Donald, how's it going?
There is an update.
Plug it in?
There is an
Yeah,
update.
it is.
Gotta have
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
I'm doing it now.
There is an update.
How do I do that?
Wipe it down and hit Wi-Fi.
Johnny, you got the stream playing in the background.
He's new at this.
No, I
Rookie.
don't.
Johnny, Donald, how's it going?
No, I
There
don't.
is an update.
Plug it in?
There is an
Don's in the
Yeah,
house.
It's your screen that's lighting up.
Johnny.
update.
DJ Sullivan. Up.
Wipe it down and hit Wi-Fi.
Johnny, you got the stream playing in the background.
No, I don't, do I?
He's new at this.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, it's coming from your
It's lighting
mic,
up
too.
whenever it's
No,
lighting up
I-
whenever we hear it.
I don't even have my computer.
Don.
You have YouTube
Check your
open in
phone,
another
check
window.
something.
Here we go again, Joe.
We have Paul Murray version 2.
Well, Johnny's close. I can go over there and slap him.
I'm installing it.
Yeah, I'm working on something at 85%.
Oh.
You got the Wi-Fi connected, Paul?
Well, I plugged
Yeah.
it in to the computer and it says it's already connected.
Joe, is it storming over there?
You don't need to plug it into the computer.
Fucking Randy.
What, John?
Joe, is it storming there? It's storming here.
Nope, nothing.
I can't find the where it's connected or not connected there.
Swipe it down and look at the Wi-Fi.
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you gotta
Yes,
hold your
yes,
finger
why-
to the top and pull it
You
down.
gotta touch and then swipe.
Tell them how to touch it, Dominic.
Yeah,
I would.
You gotta touch it like this.
I
That's
wouldn't say
not-
you look like a meth head woman.
Hey Don, don't
mean-
don't shut your garage door. You shut it on your head.
Hold on. Finish that statement, though.
No, never mind.
Does the Wi-Fi?
Johnny ruined it. I had one lined up and Johnny ruined it. He stepped all over it.
Why? What I do? What did I do?
See, he doesn't even know. He's so.
So,
Right.
so dumbass. You can say it.
Yeah.
It says no network connection.
now look, yeah, now. You've got, we're on that screen, aren't we?
Look at
Now
the
it's
screen.
connected.
Look, watch.
No, see, I'm in a white screen.
Wait for it to boot up then.
Well, it was boot up. Swipe up, see what happens. Swipe up. If not, just reboot it. Just restart it.
Now, when he says reboot it, just go out to the backyard.
Would it be better if I turned the drone on?
No, you don't need the
Yeah,
drone.
need to.
I'm getting in a simulator. I'm getting in a simulator, Joe, on a controller.
Yeah, I've done that.
What
Where
did
is
Donald
my
say
aspirin?
before and after methadone clinic?
Yeah,
I'm going to drink a beer or something.
Remember that shit?
Did you turn it off and turn it on?
First time Dusty ever came
The
on my
white
live
screen
stream.
now.
You're not listening.
Oh,
Did you
yeah,
turn
I
it off
remember that.
and turn it back on? Now
Donald
look what
just
it's got.
roasted him.
Now put your finger on the top of the screen and pull down.
Nothing.
One more time. You got to put your finger on, not your nail.
You gotta, and then you gotta hit it sometimes.
with a hammer.
Nope.
It'll do it when you get it right.
There it goes.
There.
Okay.
Now you see that little
Yay.
thing that says Wi-Fi? Just press it. Just press Wi-Fi one time and leave it alone.
Okay.
Press
And
mine
it
twice.
should come up with a Paul underneath and a 4 in it.
No, it's got it. It's got it. Yeah. Okay. Yep. A 4.
Now swipe up.
Oh, Randy, look what I picked
Now
up. the
go
other
to
day.
profile.
A little nostalgia from the 90s.
What is that?
Oh, he had those little
Profile, on
skateboard
the bottom.
things.
The little tech
Yeah.
Where
deck.
your fingers at?
Jason,
Those are
Hey,
awesome. The little finger skateboard.
Justin.
Yeah,
Justin, what size shoe you wear?
I've
12.
got some of them for my
I
car.
can't see the
my
screen.
birds.
No,
Says it's got to update, right?
Yep.
Hit update and don't touch
Well, you
nothing.
got
Let
a
it do
tech
it.
deck.
New firmware.
Yeah,
available. It says
Yay.
Right.
Get that.
right?
Update.
Now don't touch
put it
anything.
down.
It says install, right?
But, yeah, well, it's
No.
got a cloud and with an arrow. It says download.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
download.
touch it.
yeah, the
Yeah,
little
man.
tech
Now leave it
decks,
alone.
I had them on sale. at
Right.
Walmart.
Put it on the cap.
Do I
Keep
need to?
touching it. We're all going to get off.
Just leave it. Put it down.
Put
Don't
it
touch
down. Put it in the corner.
I had to do a calibration.
Step away from the controller.
But somebody stole one out of the package, so they marked them down to like $4. And I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Please
little
exit the
nostalgia.
right.
Whoa. You pay $4 for a
Hey,
finger
Johnny.
skate.
Johnny,
Hey.
Yeah,
when you're
that's
out,
the original
when you're
brand,
out with
Tech
Joe, does he talk to you like that too?
He does. He got on my ass today. He was. He even said the park security guy got him.
Okay, he sicked the security guy on you, huh?
No, we were just bullshitting. The guy was real nice.
They didn't know me at that point.
Yeah, I mean he's a troublemaker that flies in a bathroom. Shit, everybody
Yeah.
knows it.
Anyway, Justin, them skateboards over here, they sell them for 10p each.
Tech decks.
Yeah, I get them for the birds.
They got an update on every one of them now again. It just had to update
Oh,
2 days ago.
Well, Tech decks are the main brand ones.
It
over
sure
here.
takes a long time to do the update. I'm only at 3%.
Leave
Yeah,
it
you
alone.
have to have an old
Don't touch
update.
it.
It didn't take but a second.
I just bought them for little like wall hangers on my desk.
Hey,
I buy them for the
It's-
birds to throw around, and hopefully one day one might get on one and try
Hey,
skating. across the
Johnny,
room.
did you read all of this?
No,
It says,
I-
adds recent update support for the Mavic 4 compatible RZ Pro and DJI-RC2 remote controllers. Add support for storing waypoints. Add support for
Oh.
allowing you to land your drone without it going rogue and running into you.
Mm.
I think
And
you
they-
added some stuff there.
and Justin, they don't call them finger skateboards. They call them digit lorries.
Digitaloids. Well, no, it was
Mine
actually
says do not use forearms to land drone.
it was actually a five pack.
Do not use
Somebody
your
stole
You're
phone.
supposed
one
to
of
use
them.
your fingers to grab it, not.
Yeah.
It was a 5-pack, and
I
somebody
tried
stole
to
one.
scare Joe with the A3S. He kept running from it when I was holding it up.
Does it say do not mark your faces, return to home?
You know what this means? If it's got updates on all of that, it means we got to do our goggles too.
Oh, for
Probably not.
fuck's sake!
Betcha.
What percentage are you up to now, Joe?
Well, that one's finished, but I started it like when you couldn't get it to swipe down a long time ago. You should be at about 40%.
I'm at 6%.
That's all right. It should mean you got a slow Wi-Fi. Got too many things on.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone.
Justin,
Don't mess with it, or you'll really mess with it.
All right.
Well, you want me to shut it down and then try and
Hold on.
Okay,
Oh,
he's
just
got
leave it.
he's
Don't
got
touch
slow,
leave
he's
it
got,
alone.
he's got slow Wi-Fi. He puts the downs and downloads.
Oh, for fuck's sake, there we go.
Shit.
Paul, just leave the controller to one side. You're not going to be flying your drone at any point, so just leave it.
It's up to 7% now.
Yeah. Well,
Yay.
leave it. Leave it. Continue with the show.
Once you stop done.
What were you
Just
saying now,
leave the
David?
controller alone.
It had a, it's now it's got a white label at the bottom that says cancel.
Wiping out the print.
Yeah, don't hit that one.
Yeah,
Just
don't hit that
leave
one.
it be. Let it update.
Go behind him.
Put it down and don't touch it.
Hey, TJ, the song is not leave it be, it's let it be.
Oh yeah, there you go. Let it be. Let it be.
I
Let
killed
it
my
be.
camera because I don't want y'all to see me having a
Right
nervous
ahead.
breakdown.
I think that's a battery update when it starts at 70% like that, though.
Yeah, that's for batteries.
Right. Right. Paul,
Yeah.
leave that controller alone.
Put it
Johnny,
away.
stop winding your.
Throw it away.
Joe, chill the fuck out. You're gonna have a heart attack.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna.
And
I don't want y'all to
just
see it.
tell Sarah, Jammy Dodgers are 45 pence in Tesco's. Means jack shit because you can't get there, but they're getting rid of fucking thousands of the fuckers.
I like 2 something over here, which isn't bad for an import though.
I tell you, on the RC2, it was fast.
But no, I never, like you guys were saying this morning, I actually got them at Publix. But I have looked it up. Walmart does carry them. But when I bought
Get
them,
the goggles and see if it's
I
gonna
was gonna
do
say
it
they
now,
don't
too.
have them locally. You can order them, but that doesn't mean anything. You can order anything from Walmart. They'll just get third party.
and Walmart does have a British section normally in the international aisle.
Nice.
A British section?
Yeah,
I've
they
never
have,
seen that. I've seen the
they
Asian
have-
and Hispanic.
yeah, in some areas like
Right.
here in our international aisle, because we get so many people from the UK coming over like snowbirds.
We have
They
a we have a
they have
Cajun.
'em.
We have a Cajun department.
Yes.
Well, we have an 8-foot section of UK products. But we get a lot of people from the UK that snowbird down here, just like people from Canada.
We
Mm.
object to being called international.
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Port Huron.
We're internationals.
With a chance of showers with a high of 54 degrees.
But depending on where you're at,
55
the
degrees.
international aisle could have certain different country stuff if that area does have a population of that particular culture, I guess you want to say.
Well, show you the guys the progress on my.
Oh, looking
truck
good.
box.
That
Nice.
looks really good.
Oh,
It
nice.
is. It is in.
Nice.
Hey, that's not bad
Awesome.
at all for your first time ever making one. That looks really good.
Yeah, that's
Look at that.
cool.
Right now, shows out the back where you threw the one you made.
I can show you every imperfection on this one to prove I made it. It's like I need to.
Yeah,
Maybe.
overcompensating. Just
I need to build up some areas here. I need to get some carpet straps and kind of build in here and patch there. But it looks better than it did. I was wanting to get it out and drive it, and we had, because we weren't supposed to get rain until like 11 o'clock tonight, and storm popped up and
Oh,
Joe,
no.
Joe, are you going to the bank?
kept me in.
Oh, I thought you were taking your mask and you're gonna
Hey,
go
Joe.
check out the bank.
Joe, look what I made for Laney.
Oh, that's
pretty
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go out and fly a little bit earlier today, but it
Oh,
was raining.
And I like how
Not
Dre
raining.
twisted it this morning that I said Donald don't know shit. All I said was Donald doesn't own that camera. Because he was talking about the X4. I was like, Matt had the X4 and Ron had the X6.
Yeah, I got it. You don't ask Don. He doesn't know shit. I got it.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
I said if you wanted to ask somebody that had experience.
Don't ask
with
Don
that,
because he
then-
doesn't know shit. Justin, I got it. Quit repeating it. It's pissing me off.
Don does no shit. He did a whole series of videos on it.
Yeah, I did.
Mm.
Yeah, you did.
No, because you,
Hey, Joe.
because
Joe,
I
I'm saying-
remembered the other day you said you only had that original one from like a long time ago.
Joe, I'm sending you a picture to your phone.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this light box. You can tell what it's going to be. It's big. You can hang it on the wall. We're gonna be able to hang it on the wall.
It don't light up or anything, does it? No.
Well, Joe is
No.
waiting to get that hard case from you.
It's pretty much those letters you can buy at Walmart in the craft section. You just printed it. 'Cause you
Oh
can buy
yeah,
those-
I gotta look. I think I do have a hard case for that Air 3. Yes, or the Air 3, but it fits. My case is just for the Air 3.
Because that L that Johnny printed out, TJ, you can buy like the wood versions of them in the craft section at Walmart.
Of
Yeah.
what?
The big letters like that. I said you just printed it out, but you can buy them already made like that.
Yeah, but this you go to Make a World, and of course you get it's pretty
Yeah,
customized.
but you put the custom name on it, which is different.
Yeah.
You could probably put like some lights like around it, like put some lights like behind it and around it or whatever.
Well, it's not a. Matt made a light box for Laney. I mean, we've been making this light box we're working on now is gonna be cool. It's gonna be the face of the lion for the.
You know what's the crazy thing about LED strips? If you look at them on like Amazon, the shorter they are, the more expensive they are. But you can get like 100-foot roll for like $7-8. But if you want like a little 2-foot piece,
Yeah, for 1
they want
meter.
like $20-some.
Yeah, like 1 meter is like $8.
Where the hell are you looking?
AliExpress.
And on
Hey,
Amazon.
TJ, see
I
we
just
made it
got-
up.
I just got 21 meter ones and
Oh, yeah.
22 meter ones, both white
Right.
and coloured, and they only cost me £3
Oh,
the whole set.
For some reason, if you look up LED strips, the really short ones for little tiny projects are usually more expensive than like 100-foot roll would cost.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you're not looking right.
Oh, that's not bad, Randy.
Not
Because
bad
I was
at
looking
all.
for I just needed like a 1-foot little strip, about that long for a project about a year and a half ago. And they wanted like fucking $20 for it. But then I could get a 100-foot roll for $5. I was like, what the fuck?
Can you cut
But
the?
they do have the ones now that you can cut down to size. They
Yeah,
do
you can
have
cut
those.
them, right?
Some of them, it has to be the ones that are made to do that. And you have to
Yeah.
cut them in a specific spot. But they do have them, yeah. I don't know if you just bought a random like 100-foot roll, if you could just trim it down and it'd still work. I don't know if that would work or not. But I know they do have ones that are trimmable.
Well, David, I had a quick chat with Welsh Rob earlier on this evening.
Oh yeah, he was
was
live. Over
live.
there. I popped in there and said hey to him, told him he should come over here. It looked like he was at like some kind of like a truck rally or a truck
he's
parade or
at a
something
truck
like that.
That's exactly what it was, TJ.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only time you ever see him go live is when he's at those.
He does do a lot of truck shows. He gets invited along to
Mm.
record and stuff. So
Oh,
he
that's
does get
cool.
about it.
Well, this was like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, Randy, when I was looking, so it might have changed now. I haven't really looked at LED strips. I did buy this one at the dollar store because I had it marked down, and it was actually a nice strip for what I paid for it. I only paid $4 for it. It was like a $10 strip they had marked down, and it was 16 feet. And it was enough to go around the edge of my entire desk. And it's a high quality LED strip too. It's really nice.
And that's a high quality LED strip.
It reminds me of the ones, the Corsair ones I put in the computer.
Mama always said you use the high quality LED strip.
That's funny. That's a good impression.
My daddy died because he didn't have the illumination.
It didn't have any illumination.
Didn't have any illumination.
Her name's LED Valancourt, and I love her.
And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
She showed me her boobies. I like them too.
I can't wait till the new Happy Gilmore comes out. So hopefully they do a decent job with it.
Yeah.
You know, Adam Sandler movies are stupid, and people love to hate on them, but they're very quotable.
The only one that I never really cared for that he did that I really I hated it, was Jack and Jill. That was a horrible movie.
Yeah,
that was probably his worst one that he ever did.
I never saw it.
It was just garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't really that funny.
The premise of it was funny. Like, you would have thought it would have been a really funny movie, but it was really bad. That's like I'm saying, that's probably the only one that I can think of that I didn't really like or hasn't became really a cult classic of his, because he's got quite a few of them.
It was just a film about two people going up a hill with a pail of water.
Yep.
It was, well, he was playing himself, but that is his crazy sister. And you could totally tell it was Adam Sandler, 100%. But yeah, it wasn't that good of a movie.
That was weird when he went to go pick her up at the airport, and she was the only one there. Like, the whole airport was empty.
I didn't watch that movie, and I only watched it once, and I don't really remember it now, to be honest, because it's been so long. I just remember it was really bad.
Okay, now the controller just turned off and turned back on. It says installing system update.
Right, just leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Do I need to swipe down or anything, or?
No, leave it alone. Doing what it needs to do. Pack it in.
You guys know he's winding you up.
It's working too.
Paul, it will be working when I send Laura over to sort you out.
Well, like before, he spent 15 minutes staring at the screen, not saying anything other than, I just can't work this out. And that was the whole thing. He didn't put a link up or anything, so he was on his own.
Yeah, because
then he gave up.
Me and Joe were on that nightmare of a call for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, next time you have that problem, Paul, just cut it off. Go to your YouTube, go to your live streams, go a few days back, click the link that you posted. So go halfway.
No, that's not the problem, David.
No, he couldn't find Zoom was the problem.
It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me go to Zoom.
No, but that's the point. You go into YouTube, go to your chat, go to a video from a few days ago, go to your chat, click that link that you posted. It will load Zoom, and then you click, go live.
We tried that, didn't work.
It was live.
We tried that.
15 minutes.
We didn't try that.
No, it fell.
Right.
We did try that.
Right. I'll just say why, Paul. Shut up, TJ.
He must have found Zoom because he was live for at least 15, well, 14
Right, never mind that.
minutes.
Well, the problem was there was me and Dominic were sitting in the green room.
Yeah, in the green room.
For like
I
a good
think
5
TJ
minutes.
was there too.
Does that mean it's done?
It wasn't dinging, so yeah, it's
It
restarted.
doesn't mean it's done. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
and probably
Wait
it's
till you
restarted.
get back to the profile screen.
Right. Back to Paul's problem earlier. The reason was Paul has a static link for his live stream. Yeah? And what he'd done was created a new one, which wanted a passcode.
Yeah.
If he
Mine
goes to the
didn't.
old links, it won't
didn't.
have a passcode.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't ask for a passcode.
It
I was
didn't,
just sitting in the green room.
Justin tried to find it too, and he couldn't find it.
he didn't ask for a passcode because the link wasn't there.
No,
But if you go
Dominic
back
posted-
to the previous ones,
Yeah,
No,
Dominic
what you're-
posted the link.
I went back to a previous live, clicked on it, it came up. I was just waiting for him to admit me.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
doing.
But he wasn't admitting me.
Yeah, can't
Was
do
my
that.
problem.
He can't do that because he'd already started a Zoom with a new link. If he goes to the
Yeah.
old link, his static link that he uses all the time, yeah, the green room would work. You see, when you've got the paid version of Zoom, you have two options. You can start a new stream, or you can go to a recurring stream. Call it a recurring stream.
It's back to this now. Here.
Why did you say
Yeah.
that like Hermione?
done.
When you've got the paid version.
Oh, you need,
Oh,
quit
God.
quit stirring it up.
Well,
turn it off. It's
Leviosa.
It says remote controller firmware is installed.
Done.
Turn it off.
Yep, you're done. All finished and done.
But when you've got the paid version, Harry.
Somebody shut Donald up.
Silencio, I believe is the spell you're looking for.
Right, you go on there a minute. Go on. I'll be back in 5.
Okay.
So, Joe, you still haven't flown your new one yet?
He did.
Oh, he did. Okay.
David's going to get his box. Or his
I was
notebook
talking
against
about
us.
it, Paul.
He's
You
gonna
didn't
go.
listen.
He's gonna go get his special wand.
Yeah, I had an update with the goggles too. Everything updated.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Three controllers and the goggles.
What?
And I just did these updates 2 days ago. It must have realized with my drone finally that it was a problem.
How'd you drone
had-
fly today?
Because they cocked up something on the Mavic 4 Pro.
Yeah, it flew well, Paul.
Paul.
I was telling Paul. He asked me. He said, "You didn't fly your drone today?" I flew.
Yeah.
It was,
He did.
Did great.
He's not listening to the answer though, but he did.
Yeah, I
know.
heard you.
Because I was telling Dominic about the flight, and then when Dominic was on, it was just us, and now he's asked me about the drone. It did very well.
Well, you made sure you didn't push forward on the stick when you were landing this time, right?
Yeah, I flipped it into sport mode coming down.
Shut
so
up, Justin.
it goes straight down.
Laura. Laura.
Laura.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Joe, is the remote control update on the RC2?
Well, if you push forward on this
RC1,
one, they might send an
RC2, and
Inspire
RC
next
Pro.
time.
Right.
Hey,
RC2
Jim,
has one too.
in case, Jim, in case I missed it, hello.
I'll have to update them then.
Yeah, I just updated.
Justin turned his camera off.
I wonder what is it? You haven't got an RC2.
No, but I've got an RC.
Oh, the RC had one as well. I thought they were supposed to have stopped updating that.
Yeah, I thought so too, and it said firmware update. Maybe I didn't
Yeah.
update at the previous amount.
No, it's a brand new update, Dominic, because like I said, it had to be after I flew, because when I turned it on originally, it never came up.
Hmm.
When I got home and I turned it on, it came up with update. They pushed it after about probably this afternoon.
And it
I
just
see what the update says.
you don't need to attach a drone to it to do it, just the remote.
Just the remote.
I had to attach
Fly
the
safe,
freaking
you have
Avata 2 though. That's the difference between the Avata 2. You gotta have everything hooked up.
I wonder if it's a
It says Mini 3 Pro, Mavic 3 Pro, Mini 3, Classic, Mavic 3, Air 2S. It doesn't give us any more drones. It's just, I'll tell you the one thing that's aggravating the hell out of me is since they did the update the other day, my flights don't automatically sync with air data on my RC Pro.
They don't anyway.
They do on the RC Pro. They'll sync over. So I gotta set the auto sync with DJI on here?
Yeah, they're
There's
not
an app
supposed
on-
to.
on this.
DJI was supposed to take it off everything.
Well, I added it back. And you can add it back on here as an app and tell it to sync
Right.
with the DJI Fly app. So when you finish flying with this, it syncs it over. The last 3 flights I've had to go in here about 4 steps and pull the flight records off.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm gonna see if they change with this update. Maybe the other update messed it up.
Well, Justin,
But it aggravates me.
it's got to be a little bit cold, Justin, to be up at the cemetery because that's where my mom's house is.
Yep.
She died a while back. Quite a while,
Yeah.
20 years ago.
30 for me.
TJ, I was waiting for TJ to notice.
Actually, Dominic, I don't think you're right on that.
Okay.
I think Paul's mom died the same number of years ago for him as she did for you.
Mm.
Dominic was comparing moms.
Oh,
Straighten them out.
No,
Dominic.
for me.
Straighten them out.
28.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Captain Ray's gonna call you. He's having trouble with his, I don't know, connecting that, not connecting, but adding that drone to his
Hey,
account.
Cameron, what's up?
Oh, he's already calling. Where's TJ? He left.
No, he's up there feeding his
Right.
face.
Sucking down some ice cream.
Ice cream.
From Culver's.
TJ, you're gonna need an extra. You're gonna need a large T-shirt.
I know. I know.
I don't know how anybody eats ice cream with a little plastic spoon, you know?
Yeah.
Makes it last longer, Paul.
No, the Sonic,
Yeah, right.
the Sonic spoons are the best because they're long. Uh
What's up,
oh.
Lon?
Hey.
Hey, Dre.
Who is that? I don't see anybody.
Dre's on the panel.
Lon's in the chat.
Lon,
Wow.
hello, Lon.
I
You
don't
see-
see Dre.
You see Dre?
No.
Well, you might have to.
hey, Dre.
Oh yeah. I see him. I see. Hey, Dre.
What's up, Dre?
Good evening.
Damn, Dre don't have no suit on. I'm disappointed.
We can't hear you, Dre.
No audio.
No
He's
audio.
got his microphones mixed up again.
No. No.
No. I was gonna wear my tux.
There we
suit.
go.
I knew-
There you go.
There we go.
If Dre was coming in, I was gonna wear my tux.
I feel underdressed.
Where's old Mudball? He drop off?
No, I'm here.
Ah, there he is.
Hey,
Hey,
Zach.
Dre.
Yes, sir.
Wait, let me show you something here. Let me look at it. Look at this thing.
And Lon.
Oh,
somebody's got a-
was that a T50 or T30?
Man, I don't know. I don't know if this thing. I think it's from Texas. It's like kind of combination home building.
It's wild looking.
Oh, it looked like one of those agricultural drones.
Well,
Hey,
it is,
Edris,
and that's
man,
what they were
sprayer.
doing. They were spreading abatement for mosquitoes. But listen,
Right.
I hate, and I want to be, because anyway, I tell you what, I could have spread the stuff with a spreader by the time they got the drone in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then they were trying to charge the battery, and it only flew. Well, they had to map it first, and that's a whole nother
Yeah.
story. They should have done already before they got there.
should have had that before they even got out.
JD.
I don't know. I mean, anyway.
It,
I
it
can't
is like
forget-
they were ill prepared.
Well, I mean, it's the parish, doing it. So hey,
Hey,
although this is a company doing it for them, but anyway.
Right.
Dre, Brenda says hi.
Okay. Hey, Brenda. I was
Yeah,
trying to get to
it'll
Don.
pick up 50 pounds. It holds 50 pounds of stuff.
yeah, that's they usually hold about 50 pounds or so. And I see batteries being charged. That's like number one thing when you leave the house. It's an area. We sounded ill prepared.
Yeah, because all they did was they go up. Actually, they called me to do our cemetery, and I seen a truck in the other cemetery. It looks like it's all one, but it's two separate. One's a city, and one is, I say private. I mean, anyway,
Right.
they go over there, and the girl. So when I went off there with the girl that's been calling me, I said, "Well, to be honest with you, y'all not at Rose Memorial Park. Y'all at the city cemetery." So
Yeah.
she said, "Oh, well, we got permission to do it too." So, but they didn't do very much, I can tell you.
Yeah. Hey Don, I got that X4 out today. I don't know if you saw the
Yeah.
video or not.
I have not.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool video you got out. That you have.
Yeah,
that you
well,
put
I would
there.
say I was really happy with the quality of the footage as far as it, being 8K. At least it looks like it's at least 4K. That was my biggest thing, the quality.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit because now the part you saw, that was all, no, the one I actually posted, I did break it down.
I
and
have
edit.
not been online until just now, so I have not looked at any videos.
Yeah, their key stone thing is no different than the GoPro is. So I said, but they do have an AI thing that kind of does it for you,
Mm-hmm.
what you want to look at. So that was kind of interesting. Get that part done. But I got to remember to break up my clips in smaller things, especially if you're going to put it on social media, because they're limited to 90 seconds. And I had a clip that like 3 minutes long, so I had to break that up so I could ease it through the.
Hey, Lon, next time you
Oh.
type something, you'll have a wrench.
Yay.
Oh, Lon's in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lon's in here.
Oh, Lon's good sex for me.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. Put on the Marvin Gaye here for him, huh? So Don, that X5 got your name on it. You'll be happy with it.
Yeah, I
Do
thought
it.
about going and getting one today, and
Do it.
But let me tell you this though, Don, just to be fair, I saw somebody do side by side comparison of X4 and X5 at night, and you can't tell the difference.
Mm.
So you might want to just look at that. I know
save
that
a
you
couple
mentioned-
dollars.
Yeah, I mean, I know you mentioned about doing some night footage, and I said, well, you can't tell the difference. Why spend the extra 150, $200 when you get it with that X4? I was just happy with the regular footage daytime and how it would blend in a lot nicer than the Fusion. By a long shot.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're looking at Fusion. That is what, 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, I think it was 2017, 2018 that came out.
I think 2017.
Yeah, might be
Because I
2017.
think we got the Fusion at work the same year that we got the Phantom 4.
Hmm.
And Phantom 4 came out 2017, didn't it?
Well, and we know one of them was out. One of the Phantoms is out.
Yeah, one of the Phantoms was out. But I
We
believe
don't know what-
I believe the Phantom 4 came out that year because that 2017 was the year I got my Part 107.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
So the
mine in
Phantom
2019.
out after the original Mavic Pro.
Well, we depends on what factor. The original Phantom 4 was out 2016. Then the Phantom 4 Pro was 2017, or it might have been the Advance or whatever.
Yeah.
You get people gotta remember there's 3 iterations of the Phantom 4.
Yeah.
Well,
We
I know the Mavic Pro Platinum came out in 2016.
Yeah, that's
Well, this was the Phantom 4 Pro.
You gotta think is that's I always say Phantom 4 Pro 1-inch, original Phantom 4 Pro 3/4 inch, whatever it was. Do the same camera as Phantom 3 Pro.
Hmm. Oh.
Well, I was quite happy. So, and also figured out how to, because I bought an external mic kit for mine already.
Oh, okay.
I'll use my Rhodes with it, but I was impressed with the audio because
Mhm.
you know, because I heard it on one person's review, and it was way, you know, he complained, said it was too sensitive, and I'm thinking I'd rather have a more sensitive mic than a muffled mic any day. If you can always
Yeah.
get, you know, wind screens and everything else
Yeah.
to calm down the
Now,
sensitive mic.
I've seen where they've hooked. I don't know about the X4, but the X5 used it with the Mic Mini, the DJI Mic Mini, and we're
Yeah,
able to
either
sync it
way,
up.
do they have sync it up directly through Bluetooth?
Hmm.
I know mine has this little thing here
Yeah.
attached to the USB.
Which that I think would, because you're hooking the USB of the receiver, so you're going through the Wi-Fi
Right.
receiver and not the Bluetooth. You get a better signal.
Right. Well, this is going to connect to the thing there, and then there's the bracket that you can put your receiver on, bottom of the quarter mount screw.
Mm-hmm.
So today I went ahead and order a nice little base, magnetic base, so I can set it on the vehicles or anything else that has metal. And I should have 2 other batteries coming in today and tomorrow also.
Yeah. Once I that, if I get one, I have my clamp here with the arm and the quarter
Right.
20.
Yeah.
That will go right above the buggy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go and get it, I might tomorrow. I don't know.
Well, where you going? Best Buy?
Yeah.
Do they still have the 4?
I don't know if they have it for. I think they do.
Just shop around, see if you can get a 4.
The
Maybe a few dollars.
oh man. Oh, there.
Shit.
Is there a Justin Bleep? Probably be good. Yeah.
This sucks.
Lon said he was taking a dump, and Brenda says TMI, Lon.
Yeah.
I don't know if TMI. He didn't say what color.
Yeah.
Well, I think it might have been better if he said he was dropping kids off the pool.
Yeah.
I think Lon is getting prepped for his what's his name debut. Don't Art come on at 4:00 my time?
Yeah.
It could be
Yeah.
7:00
Comes
you
on in
guys' time.
15 minutes. 9 a.m. here. Yep.
Getting prepped for his show.
Yep.
I think Joe's still talking to Ray.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Ray was having trouble. He got a Dre. He bought a thermal, I guess a Mavic. What John Gregory had it. What is it? The Mavic 3? Did they make a thermal?
Yeah, they got a Mavic
3T.
3T.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. And he was having trouble binding it. Well, he was trying to get it bound to his account or something. So I don't know. And the controller looks different because it's a RC Pro. So I didn't. Joe just did it, so I said, well, it'd be best just to call Joe. But what I'm looking at on this RC2 is different than the menu he was looking at. So
Yeah.
I guess Captain Ray's got the search and rescue bug.
I mean, I don't, yeah, I guess, I mean, they've been looking for that young man, but, yeah, I was kind of, cause this morning he was on, I went live for a few seconds. He was,
Do you think
he didn't
they'll-
want
do you-
Cheryl, he didn't want Cheryl to know he bought it. So he was like, I'm going to call you when I get outside. And I don't know what, I'm sure John made him
Hey, John,
a good deal. But
do you think they'll ever find that guy?
I personally don't think by now, but I mean,
No, I mean, right now, all you're looking for is recovery
How long
efforts,
has he
just
been
trying to
gone?
find a body. About 3,
Yeah.
4 weeks now.
Oh,
yeah, it's been three,
Yeah,
at least
it's
three,
just-
yeah. So.
You're just trying to recover a body at this point.
Yep, they'll probably end up finding a shoe with a foot in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. Yeah, he might be.
And it probably won't be in the immediate area where they're at. He might be downstream or down the coast a little more.
Yeah, he could be down in New Jersey.
current-
somewhere.
Yeah, the current probably take the body. It may turn up somewhere, parts of it.
Yeah,
It's
but then,
unfortunate.
I don't know how it came about. But John, I guess John I think he bought a Matrice or something. I really don't know, but
And
anyway.
Trace 4 is the next one up.
Oh, is that what he bought? Okay,
Yeah, Matrice 14.
Yeah, that's the next one up.
that's
Yeah.
the one like Barkley flew in my house here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's an absolute beast.
I bet. Oh yeah, it is.
Well, you got to have a use for a big drone like that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, if you're not going to do it commercially, I don't really see the need of that. But hey, they didn't ask me to pay for it.
Like I say, I use mine for solar.
Yeah.
In the bottom.
Hey,
Yeah,
Lance, today's Friday. It's pizza night.
Woohoo!
Lance.
And I was thinking about that as I went to the dry cleaners today, Lance. Drop off my
I
shirt,
had pizza.
picking some up, and walk right by Papa John's and Little Caesars all there together. And I'm like,
There
tired.
we go.
Tired.
Yep. Pick
Do
them
it.
up. Pick them up.
If you see Joe throw his phone out the window, you know he didn't get it.
I put it like this, Lance. I am so basic. Last night, my wife was she came home from work and she's asking, "We want dinner?" And I said, let's throw on some beans and weenies. That's how basic I am, dude. I'll eat beans and weenies any day of the week.
There you
What about Hormel tamales in a can? That is the best kind of.
go.
Well, out here, Johnny, tamales are a dime a dozen. Any
Well,
parking lot
okay,
you walk through,
yeah. We can't.
get some-
Yeah, we
get
used
some
to
homemade
get
tamales.
we used to get the Manuel's out of New Orleans, but
Hmm.
ever since Katrina, I don't even think. I mean, I don't. As far as I know.
Yeah, walk to any Walmart and supermarket around here, and somebody sells tamales out the back of their car or van.
Ooh, Don.
Especially-
It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, like especially with a holiday weekend like this coming up,
Yeah, yeah.
they're gonna be out big time tomorrow.
I went to Costco.
Places that
It
sell 'em
literally
around here,
took
you
me.
can't-
It literally took me 45 minutes to get out of the parking lot.
There,
Mm,
tamales,
Yep.
vacuum sealed and frozen.
mm.
Big tamales,
Oh.
homemade.
Yeah.
That's the only way they come out here in California, Don. That's
Uh-huh.
special.
That's
Not
what
those
I'm
little
saying.
tiny, not those little tiny, barely taste it, packed in the friggin' sauce in a can, nasty
That's-
paper wrap
hey.
crap. Real
Those
corn
are-
husks. Come
Those are
on.
from Sam's. Those are from Sam's.
Hey, my grandma made the best tamales, boy.
Hey,
Three
Sam's
places that sell 'em around here, you
Now,
can't get 'em.
hey, Don, what
Uh-huh.
flavor are those?
Those are a mixture of chicken and pulled pork. I smoked a pork shoulder, and so
Yeah, I have to agree with Johnny. That was store bought.
it gives you a
Those
little
are
bit of a.
Sam's.
I like
Sam,
to.
Sam Club. So out
Sam's
here,
Club.
you will not get nothing called pulled pork, or you might say they'll call you as a pollo, or it's gonna be chorizo, or was it pastor?
Hey, guess what? I'm American, and I smoked a pork shoulder. So it's pulled pork mixed with chicken.
Mixed with chicken. Oh,
Yeah, it gives
Randy
you, so
said,
you got
"What's
that
a
pork and
tamale?"
chicken as your filling. It gives you a little bit of smoky flavor.
You don't
So
know
you
what a
got
tamale
Sam, you
is,
got
Randy?
Sam's Club, you got Sam's Club
Yeah.
rotisserie chicken.
Randy doesn't know what a tamale is.
What?
Yeah.
There's 3 places
What's going
around
on
here
here?
that sell tamales, and if you don't get there within the first hour, they sell out.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll
Well,
go
now
through
the sun
1,000
is
of them.
shining. Damn it.
Go for it.
I'll tell Randy straight up. It is a little bit of an acquired taste. I should say acquired act in learning
Texture.
how to eat a tamale, how to eat one. Because I've seen people try to eat it while it's still wrapped.
Oh, grab
Oh,
the,
dude.
yeah. Take a
My
bite
fa-
of that corn husk.
Yeah.
My
I'm like,
father-in-law did that. I brought some home, and he'd never seen one before, and he just bit
Yeah.
into it. And he goes, "This shit is nasty."
"Ah."
I said, and then he realized once you take the corn husk off, and he ate the inside just by itself.
Right.
He's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty
get
good."
down to the maza. I get down to the maza. And that's where it's really at. If somebody knows how to make good maza, you'll have a good tamale.
Yeah.
The maza's got some spice and flavor to it. The rest
Uh-huh.
is academic.
I
Oh,
have a
you'd
good
like it,
flavor
Randy.
on mine. My maza has a pretty good flavor, but I've had tamales that are I have no pride in my tamales. I know they're good enough, but I've had some good ones. And I don't know if it's how they're doing the shortening, but they come out so much fluffier than mine.
Randy, if you like Mexican food, you'd like tamales.
Dude, I love tamales. This is
With a good,
delicious.
you got to find if they have their own hot sauce, use it. It's good with a little spice on it.
But basically it's about the maza. And that's what takes the longest to make is the maza.
It's the assembly that takes forever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I spend day one smoking the meat and mixing the meat up, so I'll have that set to the side. The next day, it's making the dough and portioning it out from the fridge and assembling all day long.
Dude, if you go to a Mexican party and they're making tamales, I'll have a whole assembly line going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
My cousins, my cousins that are Mexican, when I'd go over to their house for 4th of July, they would do tamales. They'd be working on them early in the morning. And
Dang
they'd
it,
have
I
a
want
whole
tamales now.
fucking assembly line going. Be like 20 of them making them.
Yep.
I like Chipotle too. Chipotle is pretty good.
The restaurant called Donald Wesley Das.
What?
I said we're gonna call the restaurant Donald Wesley Das.
Where's the Wesley come from?
Wesley, your middle name.
No.
He said Wesley, not Leslie, but I'm assuming that's not even your middle name.
What, the great Leslie?
No. I'm trying to figure out. Huh?
You're not the great Leslie?
No.
It'd be the great
You don't know where that
Gatsby.
movie, you know where that comes from, Don? I know you do.
How about the Great Gatsby?
No, The Great Race. Paul remembers that movie, The Great Race, with Tony Curtis,
Yeah.
Great Leslie, and Don Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
It is still a high quality, good movie to watch.
It's
I
a
think
classic.
you found a movie.
I remember it vaguely. It's been years and years and years. I would have been a kid when I saw that.
Yeah.
I think you found a movie Donald hasn't actually seen.
Yeah.
Because normally
Like
right
I
now
said,
he'd be all
I
over
have
your
it on
ass
my
with facts.
I purchased it a while back. It's on my, I guess, in my Prime deal list, whatever.
And
But I mean, the color of it is just like back then, whatever they call it, Technicolor, whatever. It
Yeah.
popped off the screen.
Great
But this
McNasty.
the movie was made back in the 50s.
yeah.
But movies like that, the 10 Commandments, it literally pops off.
That's when they used to go to a theater and they actually broadcast it onto a screen.
Hold on a minute. You remember that, Paul?
Yes.
You don't remember your password?
Nope.
Yeah.
He remembers some details in the movie theater from 50 years
And
ago.
Now I
And
know
on
your
that
plans.
bombshell, I'm gonna head out and go and see Art. So
Oh, you're going to see our?
Okay.
Are you,
Yeah.
are you taking any
good
bets?
night all.
Are you taking any bets, Dominic, or what?
Yeah. We'll see how we go.
Lately, it's taken about 5 minutes, so I'll go 8 this time.
Yeah. Okay. then.
You get Captain Ray all locked in, Joe? Kinda. He got it bound to the account.
Mhm.
And they said, now you need to sign into your account and he can't remember his password. Now wait, in defense, it's on a piece of paper in Florida.
He's
said-
in New York.
He said, I wrote it on a piece of paper. It's in Florida on my desk. I'll be there in 2 weeks.
No, he's staying in New York. It's summertime. He's stuck in New York.
Yeah, he's going back down in 2 weeks or something. He said.
Oh, okay.
He said, I'll just go home down and get it.
Who's the password?
When he said that, I went, oh, Lord.
Should have put the password with the drone, right?
Well, he bought the drone
Yeah,
off
so
somebody
everybody else
else.
could steal it.
Or just use a password storage on Google like any normal person would.
I meant
He's got
Donald
Mavic 3
Charles
thermal.
Doss.
And he's gonna officially now start doing search and rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that's
are you laughing at?
if he
Paul's
got
messing with me.
passwords on his phone, his
Where'd Johnny
DJ
go?
password should be saved in that.
I keep it all in a little note on my phone.
Yeah, Mark, but you know how these you know how these older guys are with the saving the passwords.
Mm,
We've already
yeah.
dealt with 2 of them today.
Look,
I'm laughing,
look at
but
his
it happens
password.
to me. If I go on
One
vacation
digit.
from work, I'll forget the password of my work computer.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's funny.
I'm up to date.
That's pretty good.
The problem with that, Randy, a lot of times when you go
That's
use that
funny.
got password option, they want you to create a whole new password. They don't send you hints of what your old one is. They want you to
Well, that's
go
what
ahead
I
and
told him.
put in the
I
last
said,
one you think you remember and create a new one.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
what I
you
told him. Just
you
create a
said-
new one.
Yeah.
But if you go to say create a new one, you got to put your old one in first.
Yep.
Well, it's the
You
last
gotta
one
say
you
forgot.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty sure-
But the key thing is, as long as you got the right email address, they'll send you the link to where to change your email address.
Yeah, I told him to do that. He's going to try it.
Yeah.
I said, don't keep it. Don't. I said, if it tells you they want to send you a link to ask a question, do that. Don't keep putting it in there. Yeah.
Right, you don't your IT section keep a record of your of all the passwords.
What's that, Mark?
Doesn't your IT section keep a record of all the passwords?
What you talking about at work?
Yeah.
They probably do. But they,
Yeah.
my IT says they don't want you using the same password multiple times. They will, you try like we have to change our passwords I think it's every 6 months at work.
Oh,
And
we
they
gotta
don't
change it
want
more
you,
rapid than that.
yeah, well, I know that's the standard. It might be more, but they'll tell you they don't want you using, don't use the same words or numbers or whatever else. You got to change the password or it won't let
You
you
know how many
reset it.
people, like at my old job, they used to do that, and they would put like, say their name 1, 2, 3, but then when it would tell them to change it, they would just put 1, 2, 3, 4. They would just add in it.
Yeah.
They would change the last one.
Ours will say you use that, like their name, you use that before, and it won't let you use it again.
Oh, there's some websites too that won't even let you use your own name
Yeah.
in the password. They'll tell
Yeah.
you no.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've made it 6 months without being hacked. Now change your password to an easier one so you can be hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start putting 1-8,000 kiss my ass on all mine.
Well, if you actually know how to
Don't
monitor
forget the no spaces on the end.
if you actually know how to monitor your Google accounts correctly, it will actually warn you in your account that a password is possibly compromised.
Yeah, I
because
get
they're
those
constantly,
notices.
because
Yeah.
they scan the web and look.
Mhm.
And if you actually pay attention to Google's like recommendations, it will help keep you from getting your passwords leaked.
Yeah, I know, like Microsoft will send you up. This is our suggested password. Some 16 googly god stuff, 16 characters. I'm like, dude, anything past my phone number, we in trouble.
Oh, when you do the where it will make up its own password for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give you all
Yeah.
anywhere between 16 to 20 different characters. Like, please.
Yeah, it's like a fucking crypto wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, David, it's raining here now.
Yep. My password is 36 letters and characters long.
Bed.
It's got A to Z and then 1 to 0. Oh shit! Does not tell you what order.
How are you doing, Edward?
I hate these sites where you have to change the password because you've forgotten it and you put one in and it says, sorry, you've already used that password before, you can't use it again.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It keeps track of all the passwords and login names that you've used before, so you can't repeat them again.
What's up, Edward?
Hey, Jim.
Well, that's good to know if I ever find your password online on the dark web, Randy. I just have to change the last character.
Lucky
Oh, no.
Luke. That's what
Every
I'm
one
going
of
to
my
start calling.
passwords are completely different.
That's what I'm going to start calling Joe. Lucky Luke.
Well, I can remember my passwords to everything. I rarely forget one.
Hey, Lance, did you see the video?
Which one?
The one I just put up.
I have
The
not
Mavic
yet.
3.
I will.
I
I
Check
will
the
do-
song. Check the song.
Okay.
Yeah, I already know your password, Justin. It's
It's
classic.
the one where he flew the Neo with the wings on it.
Yeah, that's to my OnlyFans page.
In the back. Air to us feels like a baby drone.
Go ahead and bust out your Matrice, Stray. And make his Mavic 3 look like a baby drone.
I agree.
Make that Mavic 3 look like it's turd. Oh, your audio cut out, I think, Dre.
No, I'm still here. I just
Oh,
was
there you
saying. I'm good. Yeah, I just got to do a flight. Thursday or Friday. I gotta do a warehouse to solar panel in the week.
What's up, Jody? I missed you in the chat there. No, I definitely don't use the same password for everything, Randy. That can be very dangerous, even if one character is different.
Why do they call them characters? Why don't they just call them symbols or whatever?
If you stare at them long enough, they start laughing at you and dancing. Like a cartoon character does. Try it, try it, TJ. You have to stare at it for quite a long time, though. But try
You have
it.
to stare for a long
Hey,
time.
hey, Joe, Defuncta River, is that pronounced correctly?
Chuck Funkta.
The guy did a good job. I love the beats as well.
Because I spelled it CHAFUNKTA.
Oh, okay. Okay. And
I made
how
him say
did-
it right.
Later, Jim.
And what did you use to get, I mean, normally and that's Suno?
That's Suno, yeah.
And is it still free? I haven't used it for a couple months.
It's free, but I gotta I pay for it so I can get the copyright on it.
Okay.
Like $10 a month.
Yeah, otherwise you get, I think, so many tokens free a day when you log in, right?
Well, yeah, but I get 2,500 a month. It takes 5 to do a song.
Oh, yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah, I got plenty. But what I did is I gave it the general description. It came out with the stuff. And then I went down and I changed all the words around and made it a little bit longer. And I told them I wanted a funky beat. And I went through a couple of things like that. And it came out like that. And I said male vocals. And I gave it a couple of different, it was male vocals, funky beat,
Jim said bye to
rhythmic,
everybody.
rhythmic,
Hi, Jim.
and it came out like that. Came out pretty good.
Pretty
It
good.
was actually the first take. The first take sounded so good when I changed the words. I said, that's good.
That's the thing too. If you're using an AI that's got free credits, you better be very detailed with what you
Yeah.
want done, because otherwise you'll be missing little things here. Next thing you know, you done used all your free
Yeah.
credits.
I started paying for Suno.
I don't make enough. I wouldn't. I don't think I'd get enough use out of it, to be honest.
Gotta be
Well,
honest.
I don't.
I'm getting enough
I've
use.
only done one song in the last month.
Same here. Oh, no, I've done two. I did a TJ one, didn't I?
Yeah.
It got banned.
It's longer to write the song the way I want to write it. But I go back and I put it in the custom one and I add the words and make them sing it the way I want it. Then to edit, so it's like
Randy,
I'll work on the song for an hour, 2 hours, and
TJ.
edit 30 minutes.
You said what, Justin?
TJ, I said he didn't know you needed to go in that depth of what characters were with you. Because TJ be thinking of some random shit sometimes. He'll be like, why do they call it a toaster instead of a bread burner thingamajig?
A bread bounce.
Yeah, bread browner. Why don't they just call it a bread browner?
I don't know. I just kind of find it funny, like how they call it like characters. Like
PJ trips me out sometimes with the shit he'll ask.
Here's something for you to think about, TJ. Why do they call
Got
your
my two
fingers
chords there.
digits?
Why do they call your fingers what?
Digits.
Digits.
Digits. Oh.
When did they ever call fingers digits?
They always do
They
that.
always
have.
do. It's from the Latin.
But technically, they're phalanges.
Phalange.
Never heard anybody refer to fingers as digits.
Digits. Yeah.
That must be a boomer thing.
No, it's from.
Hey,
It's
watch your
Latin
tone
word.
there, sonny boy.
Hey, Paul. How many fingers do you have?
8.
Okay, there you go. And you have 2 thumbs. Okay.
Yep. I got 8 digits and 2 big digits.
8 digits and 2 big digits.
2 opposable digits.
But that joke wouldn't work if you talked to somebody that had their like to half their hand off or something.
But to help Justin out, like Don says, Latin, because digits is used in the medical field.
Yep.
Oh, that was Mark that said that.
That was
Mark always gives you the Latin or the French version of whatever the hell you're talking about.
That's Latin and French at school, and German.
If I ever lost my hand at my wrist, I'd have to 3D print me at least a hand, given the bird, Stick it on there and leave it on there permanent.
Dude, I watched that new Final Destination. Ooh, that movie's graphic.
Know about those movies. I think they're kind of stupid, really.
The new one came out.
Yeah, I saw the previews for it. I was like, man, that movie. Who wants to sit in a movie and just watch people die all the time? Like, oh, here comes a blade out of nowhere, and it just chops somebody's head off.
No, it's all like
They show you where it's going to come from. It's not a surprise. It's a Rube Goldberg machine. Every kill.
Yeah, it's like one thing causes another thing to move, which causes something else to move, and then your head's off.
Which you just described a Rube Goldberg machine.
All right.
Billy Joel announces on Friday he has a brain disorder known as normal pressure hydrocephalus.
Hydroencephalitis.
Billy
It's just
Joel?
the buildup of the fluid,
Yeah.
spinal fluid in the brain.
What?
Canceled all of his concerts.
Hydroencephalitis. Water on the brain.
It's gonna be great.
You were a big shot last night. Whoa.
I like some Billy Joel.
So where is my 14 millimeter socket that goes in my kit?
Well, it
The
should
10
be
millimeter.
the 13 and the 15.
Well, my son used my kit
Check
and I'm
on the
putting it back together.
No.
check on the ratchet then.
Or check under the hood.
Lay down.
It depends
Hey,
on
Dre.
which ratchet and which, there's adapter. That's the thing, finding.
Check under the hood of his car.
Yeah. I saw an Instagram the other day with God darn
Uh,
the guy on MASH. The guy on MASH.
Which guy?
Alan Alda?
Alan Alda. Yeah. And he said that he had an intestinal block. While he was working one time, he had to go in, and the doctor said, yeah, he said, you got a dead piece of intestines. We have to go in there and cut it and cut the other side and attach them. He said, so we're going to have an end-to-end anastomosis. Like this. He said, how you know that? He says, I performed a lot of them on MASH.
Yeah, we had to do something like that on my granddaughter. She had a block of something. Her intestines got damaged, so they had to do something.
Yeah, they got to cut the bad one and go back and fix them.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not Crohn's disease, you'll be all right.
Yeah. But when he said that, the doctor looked at him and said, how do you know that? He said, I performed many of them on MASH. I thought that was hilarious. And you know, he was waiting to say that, you know it.
Yeah, I bet he was. Yeah.
So Dre, what are you up to this weekend? You got to work or anything, or? I didn't know if you were flying this weekend.
No. Nothing scheduled this weekend. Next week, if I got that warehouse to do, next week we're going to start another month.
Well, just did the updates on all three controllers, and it took 3 times longer to do on the RC than it did on the RC2.
Well, there's his bag for all of his box wrenches. There is a line wrench that's just laying out that should be put up.
Joe never did say what the update on the controllers were for designed, you know.
Well, there are new updates out today.
Yeah.
You
For the RC2, RC1. And it took forever for mine to do it.
It does. It takes ages on the RC1. It was dead quick on the RC2.
Did you know what the update was for? What did it?
It says fixes known bug issues or something.
But the only two things that would be hindering your download would either be the processing power, the read-write speed on the controller, or your internet, but it's probably the read-write speed.
No, there's a faster processor in the RC2 than there is in the RC.
Found it.
Where was it at?
It was in a handle for a toolbox. Just drop down where the handle goes. So
I just hate when companies give you that nonchalant. I call it. Oh, it fixes whole compatibility issue.
Yeah,
well,
known
companies
bug,
are accounted for. Now I need a 3H extension.
yeah, known bug issues, and you haven't seen anybody with any bug issues.
Right.
You gotta love when everything's working fine, and then they do an update and fucking screw something up.
Yep. Yeah. That's what usually happens. Now I'm having issues. update for the issue you said I had bugs
It
in the
tells you
previous
that
version.
it's going to create a known bug issue.
Mhm.
Dre, did you use your 360 today?
Yeah, the idea I was selling down. I walk around the yard today and used it, and then I then posted a video.
All
It was on
right.
Facebook or YouTube. I was quite pleased with the quality of I just got, like say, this play with the software a little more, get a little comfortable and how to set the frame up. Because I ended up doing an AI. I didn't like it. But like I say, AI kind of guesses what you think will be the money shots, but it may not be the money shots I want. So I had to go in there, do a little amount of adjustment. Transfer it. Once I saved them, I had to break it down smaller bits because the first clip was 3 minutes long, and it was too big to fit on Facebook. So I had to go back and chop it up in about 4 different sections. I even edited it down. But I was just concerned with the quality of the picture.
There's my other carpet knife.
Well, I see Art's doing his show with his usual amount of people like Dominic and Lon. That's
Hooray!
Yeah, he's complaining about the price of a part.
All of my sockets and all the extensions are back in their little kit. All is right in the world. Even the 10 millimeters in there.
Not the 10 millimeter. That's the ringleader.
Actually, technically, I have two 10 millimeters in there.
what, a 1/4 inch and a 3/8.
Yep, I like to keep one end that I can use a bit driver on.
Well, my son was changing my ex-wife's oil day before yesterday, or 3 days ago, something like that. And he's using my tools, right? So I opened up my hood yesterday. And I got a 17 millimeter sitting there in the hood. I'm glad it didn't decide to go and hit the engine, hit a belt, and go crazy.
Oh,
That would not be good.
But I recharged my AC unit. It was 90 degrees out there, and that AC was putting out 42 degrees. It felt real nice.
I don't know that you can do that over here. Usually you have to take it into a garage to get it done.
Well, I've got the gauges and all of that. And I've had a guy that used to work on them all the time teach me. And he told me, he said, follow the gauges. The gauges won't lie. He said, you can go in the yellow and leave it and you'll be fine. He said, but if you get into the yellow, he showed me where to stop. He put a mark on it. He said, never go past this. He said, 'Cause if you go past this, it may not read it right, and then you'll be in a red and you don't know it. He said, then you bust a line and then you're really in trouble, you know?
Mm.
So I
Yep.
got that thing to where it's not even in the yellow yet. I could probably put more in it, but it's cool enough that I'm not. And August, if it's good, if it's still getting warm in that car, because like I said, in August with the humidity and everything else, it's going to get cool, but it takes so long to cool down. You know, it's cool, but it's just the car just takes so long to cool down. If I could put another quarter can in there and drop it down to about 35, but I got to watch that gauge.
Yeah, because you can overcharge them too.
Oh, I know.
Your
That's what he told me.
your air conditioner is only going to cool what it is designed to do.
And if you overcharge it, it's not gonna cool as much.
Mm-mm.
It's gotta
No,
be,
you have
that
to have
minimum.
that you put enough in because you have to have room for the expansion and the compression.
Yeah, that's what he
And
was telling me.
if you don't
Just
have
like
enough in there, you don't get the expansion. If you have too much in there, you can't get any compression.
Right. That's why he specifically put a mark on there, and it wasn't like a pin mark either. It was a brand new set of gauges. We put that thing on there, and he took a knife out and put a scratch mark in that thing, and said,
Yeah.
"Never go past this mark."
My dad used to do heating and air, so. And
He
that's
said, "If
really
you happen to get to the yellow, never go past this."
that's one of my regrets is that I didn't go into heating and air with him because I didn't want to. I was like, I don't like crawling into attics in the middle of summer and crawling underneath houses in the middle of winter in the mud and stuff.
Yeah,
Big
that's the
bucks.
worst one in the attic in the middle.
It's a set job. It pays good, and people always need it.
Yep, big bucks.
And
Big
I was
bucks.
young and dumb. I could have gone into the business, taken over his business when he retired. Instead,
Yep.
that business just disappeared.
And you could have had people crawling under the buildings or into the attics, and you could have just been getting paid.
It's one of my biggest regrets.
Yep.
Because I was young and dumb and
I want to tell you one of my biggest?
I wanted
18
to
years
be
old.
artistic.
18 years old. My uncle calls me and he says, the same uncle that taught me the air conditioner. He says, why don't you take a ride to you? He lived in Manville, Texas. He said, come to Texas for the summer. Let me teach you master plumbing. He said, I'll teach you everything you know that you can get a license to be a master plumber. He said, you can work with me at all the different places. I'd rather stay home with my girlfriend. One of the things he was going to do, if I went there for the 3 months, you know those Jerusalem Temple yellow and green Harleys?
Mm-hmm.
He had one. He said I could have it when I left.
You're getting the same problem as Paul, aren't you, Joe?
What problem?
The fact that you've told that story about 20 times before.
No, I know. But that's the truth, though. When you have a regret like that, you don't never forget it.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I regret not applying for the job as road designer in Barbados. That would have been slightly better than Manchester.
Yep. Every day, sitting at work, you just sit there and think, man, I made a mistake somewhere. I made one bad decision somewhere back in the day.
Back in the day.
Well, Don,
But,
somebody
road
said
less traveled.
somebody said that when you were a kid you wanted to be a proctologist.
Oh, I still do. I practice. It's more of a hobby now.
Yeah, my biggest mistake in life was letting a girl get away when I was 22.
I mean, Paul.
Yeah.
Of course I wanted to be a proctologist. Why else would I come onto your stream and hang out with all you assholes?
Talk about digits.
Well, the thing of it is I could see you as a proctologist. Bend over, show it to me. Oh, what
Oh,
is it? What was it? What was that joke? Something about, you're in trouble when the proctologist has got both hands on your shoulder while he's doing an examination.
Boy, past trouble.
I'll tell you what, this show often goes down the gutter, but not this gutter.
Oh yeah, it goes down this gutter regularly.
Well, it wouldn't be a normal weekend here if it wasn't raining. TJ is back.
That's pretty good.
It's raining here. They said it was going to, but I didn't believe them.
Yeah, they said it was going to rain here within 15 minutes.
Well, what it is it's a very light rain. Enough to be obnoxious, but it's a light rain.
it was supposed to hold off on raining here until like 8, 9 o'clock. And I was like getting excited. I was going to get the boxes done. I was going to get the buggy out and I was going to take it for a run. 4 o'clock, started thundering and started dropping rain. Sucks.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
What are you laughing at, Tej?
Paul wasn't even facing the camera.
Oh, the proctologist exams with tongue.
Yep.
Is that what set him off?
What David sent me.
Oh.
Me falling asleep and then I opened my eyes. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
Oh, it's not. Pack it in.
No way he's laughing at himself. Like,
Look at this picture of me.
What is Art doing now? He's showing a folder.
When he was in school and they did the school pictures, he'd crack up for a week.
Has he bought some from a police auction again? That's got
That's pretty funny.
That's good. That's pretty good. That's funny.
yeah, Russell.
That's pretty good. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, by the way, I found out when the drone was
That's pretty
manufactured.
good.
Oh, your
Wow,
drone?
man.
Yeah, because when you go on, when it logs into AirData, it gives you all that information. 3rd of March, 2025.
Oh, okay.
that was
So
when
it's a couple months ago.
when it was made. That was when it.
Yeah, that's the manufacture date. 3 March 2025.
Nah,
Check it again. That says refurbished date.
No, it says manufacture date.
Yeah,
Oh, you
refurbished by the manufacturer.
Which you can tell whether one of their drones is refurbished because they'll rechange the they'll redo the serial number and it'll
Yeah.
have an R at the end of the serial
No
number.
R's and none of mine. Let me look at the old one that was refurbished.
A lot of people don't realize that they actually do that.
Yeah, usually they got some kind of code. They know. They can look at it and know. Let me see the original Mavic.
Man, I suddenly got all tired.
Now you see the first one I had, the one that crashed into me. They said that was refurbished, and it was I got it in. Let's see, I got it in December of 2022, and it was manufactured in June. And
DJ's on a roll.
no
And that
R's
was the
in
one that you
serial
crashed into yourself?
Yeah, that's no R's in the serial number. And then this one, I think it was an open box. The other one, this one has no R's in March 3rd, 2025, 11 weeks ago. So it's got 2 flights on it now. 37 minutes.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's funny.
The one it crashed into, we had almost 65 hours of airtime.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's pretty good.
So we spoke to that lawyer goes, yeah, is it in a lot?
It's like a chainsaw bogging out.
That's good.
The way it sounded like you was orgasming, I hope it was.
Like I said, when he actually starts to calm down, he sounds like a chainsaw that's getting no gas. What's up,
Well,
David?
you're setting going again. That's it. We're done.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny. That's pretty good.
Okay, what did I do with?
That's funny.
I know I had that out yesterday.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, goodness me.
Like how the iPad finds that light very interesting.
Well, it usually focuses on me, and when I go out of the room, it looks for the. Usually, the way it focuses on me is it looks for the brightest thing in the room.
Oh, we saw that one coming.
Well, that's what I was on me.
Looks for the brightest thing in the room.
Welcome to Comedy Hour.
That's funny.
That mean you were standing in front of the light?
Did I leave the tape measure upstairs? I probably did.
So what are you doing, Justin, tonight?
I have no idea.
Thought maybe you were taking the family out to dinner.
No, we had Chinese for dinner.
Oh, you had Chinese.
That sounds good.
Had some orange.
Yeah, you sure did, David. You
I
sure
like.
did.
I really like their orange chicken. I just don't like the little orange slices they put in there. I hate those fucking things.
I always like the sweet and sour chicken. That's pretty good.
Well, they put the orange peel slices in there, and they taste like shit. So I'm always picking them off the chicken.
Mandarin chicken. That's good.
Oh, like the little orange, like little flaky things you're talking about.
Yeah, it's actual orange peel that they put in there, and it.
Yeah, orange zest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, you can still taste the bitterness from it.
It's all right as long as they don't put the pith on it as well.
Yeah.
I always take all that shit out of there.
Cashew chicken. Cashew chicken's pretty good.
Cashew outside. How about that?
Cashew outside. How about that?
Cashew outside. How about that?
Made me come and run a cashew.
Cashew chicken was invented in Springfield, Missouri.
Paul's leaving to go cashew a ship.
Cashew.
Either Kung Po chicken or Szechuan.
Oh, somebody did the Dr. Phil episode with that girl as the babies. It's like, catch me outside. How about that?
Catch me outside. What does that even mean? It means catch me outside. How about that?
What,
Well,
you
the
trying to steal
girl,
his
it
stuff?
was made up by that girl, and
Gee,
what she
don't be
meant by it
mean.
was like, come outside and fight me.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch me outside.
Catch me out there.
But she said cash. Catch me outside. How about that?
Hey, Paul, you were right. They got a whole bunch of women that are involved with this escape. A lot of family members and girlfriends they're arresting right now down there.
Yep.
And that's not even the worst. They're saying there's people in the jail involved in it, everything.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about investigating the police chief.
6 feet.
Well, she's the one that had the goofy glasses on, didn't he? When she did
No,
the
that was her spokesman. She needed to be talked to also. They're going to lose a bunch of jobs. The other one we had a re-election campaign going, and she suspended it. But they're now coming down on her too.
Around
The governor
70,
said you need to resign. Just resign now.
Is that the sheriff's department?
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
So it wouldn't be a police
how's
chief,
your
it'd be the
son's
sheriff.
job doing? What's going on there?
He's still waiting.
But a sheriff is an elected official. Like the governor can't really force them to resign now.
Well, you're right,
Like,
but
if
she
she-
gets reelected this year,
Yeah, she could stay in the
and she
position.
suspended her campaign because nobody's going to want her there anymore.
That's what I was saying the other day. The difference between a sheriff and a police chief is hemmed in by city council members, a mayor, all these other people, where sheriffs aren't. That's why sheriffs tend to be more vocal and out there, because they're elected officials, so they can have a little bit more of an opinion on things. Police chiefs got to
Yep.
watch it. They get too
They
mouthy.
just
they're gonna
arrested
get
another
fired.
guy helping inmates. Another one. Yeah, the FBI is involved with the state police. The other day, the state police found one of the guys at one of the girlfriend's houses. Went in there and said, "Come out with your hands up. We want to see him. No guns involved." And they said, "You got like 5 minutes." In 5 minutes, they took the bulldozer thing, went right through the house.
No kidding.
Right there, took the front door off. Went in and got him. But they're not playing with these guys.
Well, you know, the sad part of it is I understand that law enforcement, they're not playing with them, but it
Yeah.
makes me wonder about the damn friggin' judges, what they'll do to them once they get them, you know?
All depends on the area you're in, district court you're in.
Wasn't some of you guys already serving life prison?
Dre, your audio is
Your
off.
audio is really low, Dre.
Whatever. Wasn't talking to a bunch of justice. Always crying about something. Well, I said some of these knuckleheads already were in for some long sentences. We're just gonna get this tacked on for escape. So someone won't be getting out at all.
Oh, you gotta love those ones, Dre, that are like 30 days from getting out and they'll fucking escape.
Yeah.
So you just add another year or two on your sentence of jackass.
Oh, real dumb. Well, that's like the, that guy that was, I don't know if you guys heard about the guy that was always assaulting women out here in LA, road raging. And then he went to Hawaii, did the same thing. And I guess he got his butt kicked in jail in Hawaii. And I guess it was somebody who was, who had a long sentence, so he had nothing to lose.
He just off the dude or what?
No, he beat him up pretty badly, but the sad thing is, here in California, the guy was sentenced to 5 years, only served 10 months. And then he went over to Hawaii, did the same dumb stuff to some women over there, and they caught him on video again and arrested his butt. And I said, "We won't be getting out early this time."
Yeah, he should have served at least 4 of that 5 years.
I know. 10 months. Yo.
That's crazy. 10 months.
But it just shows his pattern. All of his victims have always been women that he road rages against.
Yeah, it don't surprise me. You ain't gonna do it to a guy.
No, that's what got me was that, once I started looking at the case, I said, pattern here. All the victims are women. There's never one guy that he went up against.
AZ's got a bamboo printer sitting in his garage.
That does not surprise me. He's got 2 rooms full of shit.
He says he doesn't have time to set it up. Send it this way. So I can smash it up and send it back to Bamboo.
What was that one that he had? He had one printer sitting for a long ass time before he put it together. Can't remember which one it was.
How many printers does he have?
Oh fuck, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I'd say probably 10, if not more. I'm just guessing. David just loves new tech. Anything that new comes out, he buys it. Like David could have his own private warehouse man cave. Amount of shit he's got. That's why I told him. I said, you need to go rent you out of space and set up yourself like the ultimate man cave. You can go hang out at. Or get one of those like really nice outside, one of those real nice sheds. Put an air conditioner in there. Put all your shit in there.
You power it up, it ain't no longer a shed. It's a dwelling now.
Building inspector don't need to know that. You don't need to know about the shower and toilet, bathroom either. Oh, my cousin's got in trouble. Their grandfather turned his garage into a little 2-bedroom apartment, and one of the neighbors or something didn't like him and went and ratted him out. This was up in the mountains in San Diego, and yeah, they came up there and told him he had to rip everything out.
Store it back to the original form.
Yeah, he had a whole bathroom set up in there, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, living room. It was a nice little apartment, but the garage door was still there, but it was just there for show. Yeah, it was all walled in or all framed in and everything on the other side.
Now, he had 2 options, well, because a couple of years ago, they allowed that to go on. They changed the laws where people could convert garages into dwellings. But like you say, you got to get it inspected. And that's part of the problem. People have gotten it done and were doing it before. And now they're saying, well, the law changed. I said, yeah, but you never got it inspected. And the problem is people took shortcuts. You got people with water heaters next to where people are sleeping. That don't work.
Yeah, this was probably about 20 years ago. So
Yeah.
a long time ago. Because
Yeah, it was a long
I was
time
up there
ago.
visiting when the building inspector showed up, and I was there with my uncle and my cousin.
Mhm.
And her grandpa was pissed because I guess one of the neighbors reported him.
Yeah.
Well, he assumed it was one of the neighbors that didn't like him.
Yeah, well, most
Now-
likely it was somebody ratted him out. You know?
Yeah.
That was simple as that. But yeah, now it's illegal now, but you still got to pay for permits, still get it inspected because everything's got to meet the standards for dwelling. So that's the whole issue. So that's why you got properties now. It's like right across the freeway from me on 215. Is that they're selling houses, what they call ADUs, basically we call mother-in-law cottages, we call them ADUs, and they're selling for over $1 million. You got the main house, you got the mother-in-law's either attached to it upstairs, or it's a separate dwelling all by itself behind the main house. And that's part of California's answer of
which one is
adding
that,
more
Joe?
houses.
Keno.
Hey, Paul, that's what you need to do, Paul. Sell your house and move into a little 1-bedroom apartment.
Well, I've never gotten a postcard like that that says I'd love to buy your house.
Oh, they said, dude, I got one in the mail the other day from Tire Kingdom of all places, saying a dealer was really interested in buying your Jeep. Was it your Jeep Compass that you had? And I was like, that wasn't even mine. That was a work vehicle from my old job.
See them? You
But
see
it was
them?
from
Look.
Tire Kingdom of all play. I don't know
Can I have
why
a
they
kiss?
were sending letters out on behalf of some, I guess, a dealer wanting to buy them. I don't know if that's
We
something
get
to
it.
do with the dealer.
We
Majority
get it
of
all the
calls I
time.
get on
Hey,
my
you want to
cell
sell your
phone.
house? Hey, you
Yeah.
want to? I
Everybody
would
wants
love to
your
sell my
house.
house, but
Whoa,
then I would
give me
have
the
to
ball.
buy another house, and yeah, it's
You
the
know that
seller's
ball
market right
underneath it.
now. It's like, yeah, but if I sell my house, I'm gonna instantly be a buyer.
No, I tell them, Don, I said, I need at least 1.5 million. They say, why so much? I said, the next house I want's gonna cost you 1.5 million.
Oh, I would love. Mine wouldn't cost that much. I'd love to downsize. In fact,
I don't care what I buy. That's just what I want. You know?
yeah.
Hey, my thing is, hey, you give me 1.5 million, you can buy the house I'm standing in right now, no problem.
I just think, you gotta pay for the pain in the ass of me downsizing, packing, moving.
Yeah.
Could you even
Let's
sell
talk
your
else.
house, Paul? Don't you have a reverse mortgage on it?
Yeah, I got a reverse mortgage, but the reverse mortgage is only like $65,000 and the house is valued at $280,000.
And it all goes to the bank when you pass away.
Yep. That it does.
So what? They just gave Paul 60 grand and said, "Okay, you can live in the house until you
That's
die."
what
Live
they
in
do.
the
Yes.
house, and you can live in the house as long as you pay all the utilities, you pay all the taxes and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a reverse
on the
mortgage.
maintenance.
Basically,
all the maintenance
they
part.
purchase your equity.
Yep.
Yep.
But can you still sell it if they have a reverse mortgage?
Yeah,
on
I
it?
just have to pay it off.
You have to pay the 60 grand back to them, right?
Yep.
With interest.
Yep.
What, you
I
have to
know with
pay
interest, but
on
you
that?
got to pay them back. You'd have enough than that to buy a bunch of peanuts.
Yeah, I could buy a whole
Dude, if
mound
I
of
was-
peanuts, couldn't I?
Honestly, at this point, dude, if I was Paul, I'd sell that bitch and move into a little 1-bedroom apartment.
Nah, that's
Fuck
too
all
much
that
work.
shit.
I got so much stuff here, it'd take me days to get everything out of here.
No, that's when you have one of
Estate
those
sale.
estate sales, and you just have people come in and clear the house out for you. Put a price tag on everything.
Okay, right. And then, because Paul's like, not clued up, he comes in, he like, where's my fucking computer gone? Yeah. Where's my drones?
He'll have enough money to buy a new one.
Yeah, because if Paul owes 60,000, his house is worth 280. He could easily walk away with 200 grand. So I'm assuming if he got full price for it.
Yep.
Take that 200 grand, you put it in the bank, buy what you need to furnish your apartment, and then you just budget yourself a little bit along with your Social Security every month to supplement it.
Find you something by the water so you don't have to drive and you can fly from there and fly
That
right back.
200,000 could last you at least 5 years.
Well, if I were Joe wants a houseboat.
We just need to point out that all legal advice on here must be taken with a pinch of salt, and you should always seek regular legal advice from a qualified attorney.
Yes. All
The kind of
legal
house
advice,
boat
all
I'll probably
financial
go for that.
advice,
I'm not selling the house, so forget it.
all medical advice, all advice, really. You shouldn't listen to it.
People for allowing this in your land.
All right. I'm gonna go
Where are you going?
upstairs and sit down.
Oh, veg out time, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna read a book.
I'm tired.
whiskey.
I'm tired, and I'm got the bug moved up to the front of the garage where I can start sweeping out. I just need to push room, which my wife has got in her car.
Yeah, I just looked up my statement.
Why does your
And
wife?
I owe $63,325.37 is the balance owing.
Why does your wife have the push room in her car?
Because she's picking up from my daughter's house, and they had borrowed it when they moved in, when they first were cleaning
That's
up,
right.
like sweeping up the
That's a
garage
pretty
and
nice.
stuff.
That's a pretty nice car your wife's got, anyways.
Yeah, you could do it that way, Edward, but they are going to take a fee for doing that.
I wish Donald would fucking speed up his goodbyes.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're getting ready to pack it in anyway, aren't we?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
see
about
that
that time.
Shut up, TJ.
David's got nothing else to do, TJ.
Yeah. What it's what is it like daylight over there now?
No. It's like
We're
the middle of the night.
about
5 hours difference.
We're 3 hours away from daylight.
Like,
Yeah, they're in the it's the middle of the night, early morning for them.
It is 5 to 1 in the morning. It comes light about 4 o'clock, so
Oh, really? It doesn't get light here till about 6 o'clock in the morning. 5:45, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think that's about what time it doesn't get light
It
here.
gets
Maybe
light
start
here.
maybe 7 o'clock or something.
might be later than that. But I never know, 'cause I'm never awake. So
Here it gets light at 6:30. It's always when we're pulling in the gas station to pick up our transfers. That's when
Yeah,
the sun
6:30,
starts
7
coming up.
o'clock.
right, so sunrise is at 4:54, so it's about 4:30 it starts coming light.
Like the
gotta
sun's still
remember,
out right
we're-
now, and it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we're only 6 weeks away from the summer solstice. (22nd of June), isn't it?
we're only 8 days away from hurricane season.
Have you had a lot of hurricanes down there, Joe?
Apparently, they reckon you're going to get a bad one this year. Bad season.
I don't believe it.
Did you hear that, Joe? Laura popped her head round and said, "It sounds like an American problem."
Now we understand why you want to stay on. We don't have to deal with her the rest of the night.
Bye, Justin.
Yeah.
Shut up, Joe. Hi, Justin.
What were you asking?
Laura was talking to you, Justin.
No, Paul was asking me if we have many hurricanes in Louisiana.
The stream froze up.
Now, Justin, you guys don't get, you get a little bit of rain and stuff in Florida, but not as bad as like the Gulf, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about
get a lot of rain
hurricanes.
here.
He's talking about hurricanes, Justin.
Yeah, we get hurricanes. We might not get one every year, but we do get them.
He lives in Winter Haven. It's supposed to be snowing there.
Yeah, it's one of those misinformation town names. It's like when I lived in California, I lived in Newberry Springs. There was no springs around. It was just desert.
Yeah, but
You
it's
would
like
think-
it's like when they build all these no housing estates now. They always name them after like trees and birds and stuff. All the animals that they've evicted out of the fucking place to build it.
Ours will be like Woodstock Preserves, like names like that.
No.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
This road is Bluebell Road. Yeah, because there are fucking million bluebells there. And this road is Robin Road, because that's where the fucking Robin lived.
The Robin Road.
Here we go.
boy.
Seal World. SeaWorld.
That's funny.
Laura, Do me a favor. The fuck up.
Hey, Corey Manos in the
Exactly,
chat.
but you set TJ
Corey.
off. Hey, Corey.
Corey.
TJ's ready to be set off. He's ready to go. He's like a cat in a hot tin roof.
Cat in a hot tin
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Hey, Paul, you missed your chance.
What's that?
Should have went to clown school.
Well, we can only have one clown at a time, and TJ he's got that universal, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
That doesn't matter. Was it pretty good?
Everybody, I'm going to give you a vote. You want to stay or go?
Should we stay or should we go now?
Go now.
I was just thinking that same song.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to get off.
If we go, there will be
Yeah,
trouble.
That's
If we stay, there will be double.
There's always.
Let me know.
Thanks for being here.
We'll see everybody in the morning.
We'll see you in the morning.
Adios.
You won't see me though, will you?
We'll go play